As many of you guys know, SunWest is very involved in the autism community, and we take it to great heart. The services that the families need and the help they need. At what point, because for me, I didn't realize it until I had kids. At what point in your careers did you realize, or in your life, that we need to be charitable? Because I know, Yvonne, you're very heavily involved in various orphanages, and I've seen the work you do in Puerto Rico. You're always out there talking to the kids, helping. That's my question.
What was it?
At what point in your career or your life did you realize we need to be charitable and
Well,
help out?
hi Anthony, how are you? To me, I've been doing it for a long time. Obviously, I start at very early age in my professional career. I have, actually I was having one foundation before in Puerto Rico for kids, cancer kids, and I did that for over 15, 16 years, doing charity events, doing a lot of softball games, and I didn't play golf at the time, so I didn't have no golf at the time, but I did it for a long time, and now I've been working with my wife together in the Posada de Moises Foundation, and we basically we're having a great time. Everything that I do, I'm not doing it because I have to. It comes from my heart. And when everything comes from your heart and you wanted to do it, everything comes out great. And it doesn't matter if it's 1 penny or $1,000, $10,000 we raise. That to me is a blessing, just to be able to help these kids, or to help anyone, or to help people. For us, we are a big example of, we have to give back. And basically, the reason that I do is because I love it, and second is because I play a game for 25 years, and I play in front of 45, 48, 50,000 people. And that to me is a way to give back to all these fans that give me that support for me to play that long in my career. When I play, I did my best day in and day out, because obviously they pay to see a good show. I'm sure Theo is the same way. And for me, just go and do all these events every year, that's the only way that some of those fans that cannot be too close to me can do it. I mean, I always take pictures. I always go and sign, do this, do a bunch of stuff, because that's the only way they can be close to myself and have a picture. So for me, just be able just to go and keep doing what I'm doing. And let me tell you this, Anthony, as long as I'm alive, I'm going to keep doing every year, okay? So that's my goal, to me, keep helping, and it's a bless that God give me, that I'm in good health to continue, helping in any way I can, and to me, that's is something that I love to do.
Yeah, and I think for me, honestly, man, I'm truly blessed. God has blessed me to be here today, share my story with you guys. To whom much is given, much is required. And so early on in my career, I didn't know what it was going to be like to become a professional football player. In some people's eyes, to become a star, a superstar, a megastar. I had no idea, what world I was entering into. But I learned along the way. And like I said, just watching, some of the older guys, the veterans, being in the locker room with Steve Young, Bryant Young, Jerry Rice, so many, great athletes that came, through that locker room, playing against, some of the greatest, the Deion Sanders of the world. But in that locker room, just watching how these guys, you know, how they carried themselves. But for me, understanding how blessed and truly blessed, you know, I am and was to play a sport. And like I said, to whom much is given, much is required. And I didn't understand the entirety of what just being an athlete, a professional athlete, was going to be like. But as Pud said, I mean, you're going to encounter, you're going to be around kids, you're going to have people that look up to you. We all have, you know, charities and organizations, things that are dear to our heart. And so obviously we're here, you know, supporting autism. I'm very familiar with, you know, families that are involved with that, that have kids and, you know, with kids with autism. So I'm all about, you know, supporting the right thing, and I'm using my path and my journey to do so. So anything that I feel connected with, that I feel like I can lend, you know, my voice, my name, my likeness to do the right thing, then I'm always going to be in support of that. You know, Sam, we met, and me being here is because of him. Like I said, for whatever reason, we crossed each other's paths, and we've done a number of these together. And so I don't take that, you know, for granted. You know, I understand and truly feel that for whatever reason, you know, he was blessed with my presence. I was blessed with his presence. Now we're here, and we're blessing others, you know, because of that. So I'm truly grateful, and hopefully I'm answering your question. But you know, I'm thankful to be here and to be here to be able to share that. But again, to whom much is given, much is required. And any time that I can help someone, put a smile on a kid's face, or what have you, do the right thing, then I'm here for it.
Awesome.